I'm Sarah Barratt. I'm a partner in the Real Estate Dispute Resolution team here at Muckle, and I'm going to talk about the Renters' Rights Bill. The Renters' Rights Bill has been introduced to Parliament. It replaces the Renters' Reform Bill, which had been introduced in the previous Parliament, and it sets out to reform residential landlord and tenant law, and there are a number of aspects to this, and perhaps most prominently is the abolition of the Section 21 procedure. The Renters' Rights Bill will affect everybody who has anything to do with renting residential property, so most prominently tenants and landlords, but also that will expand out to agents and others that are involved in the residential landlord and tenant sector. The Renters' Rights Bill has been brought into force to deal with a number of issues that have been facing residential tenants and to a certain extent landlords. In particular, concerns about security of tenure and the consequences of relying upon the Section 21 procedure. The Renters' Rights Bill is currently on its way through Parliament, so it's gone through the House of Commons stage. At the moment it's in the House of Lords. It's going through the committee stage, so it will need to continue to go through there before it becomes law. The intention is that it gets passed and becomes law in spring this year, and will come into force shortly after that, probably around summertime. The Renters' Rights Bill will be enforced through a number of measures. So the intention is to improve local authorities' enforcement powers, and they can issue civil penalties which eventually could get up to £40,000. There will be some criminal penalties that could apply as well, and rent repayment orders could also apply, as well of course being overseen by the courts and the new private rented sector ombudsman. A landlord should contact Muckle for support in connection with the changes that will come in as a result of the Renters' Rights Bill, so that they know what they can do to protect their positions before the bill comes into force, so that we can look at their tenancy agreements to make sure that they will comply with the requirements after the bill becomes law, and so they know what they can and can't do once the bill becomes law in order to manage their properties and look after their tenants.